Alright kids, I've been lecturing you about saturation, lapse rates, and atmospheric stability for 2.5 hours now. Do we have any questions?
Yeah, could you repeat that last part again?
Okay, Michael, which part?
The part about saturation, lapse rate, and atmospheric stability.
Do you mean the entire lecture?
Yeah, that.
Riley, you've been taking notes. Do you think you could catch up your classmate here?
I'm sorry, did you say something?
What have you been writing in your notebook?
I've been drawing the skateboard S.
You're both lucky I'm only a graduate student. Anyways, maybe I'm going about this the wrong way. Do you guys mind if I take a different learning approach?
Well, maybe. Can you make it 5 to 7 minutes in length?
And could you incorporate music in some way to better fit my learning style?
I think I can.
Pando, kill the beat.
Alright kids, I'ma teach you about some saturation, humidity, and lapse rates into your education. Humidity is water vapor chilling in the sky, and saturation's when it's filled up, I cannot lie. When some air is saturated, then it starts to rise. Lapse rates are how fast the parcel's gonna fly. At a certain point, a cloud is gonna start to form. Before I get too far ahead, let's talk about some basic terms. RH is percentage of water in the air. If air is saturated, that's 100% right there. Dew point temp is the temp where you gon' see this occur. So if the temp is dew point, you gon' feel a lot of moisture. Heat around the parcel makes the temp go up. Density is down, so the parcel gonna flow up. The air is getting warmer, energy is static. None is going in or out, so it's adiabatic. So what happens when the air starts to rise? We bout to see a cloud form right before our eyes. Since it's not fully wet, the lapse rate is dry. 10 degrees down per kilometer of sky.
But Mr. Teacher, if I may recall, when the air is saturated, then the temperature will fall.
That's the saturated lapse rate, it's only 6 degrees when the parcel hits the dew point. Pay attention please. So as I was saying, when we get to this level, we hitting new heights. It's called the lift and condensation level. That is the point where we finally see a cloud. So let me ask you kiddos, tell me, how is this found?
Since the temperature has fallen, the parcels are equal to the dew point, so it starts the ballin'. When this stuff occurs, we hit in full saturation. Whenever that happens, it's gonna start the condensation. So now with every kilometer you rise, molecules are gonna solidify into the sky. So Mr. Teacher, did I prove to you that I am smart? Now going with the chorus, bring it back onto the start.
Alright kids, I'ma teach you about some saturation, humidity, and lapse rates into your education. Humidity is water vapor chilling in the sky, and saturation's when it's filled up, I cannot lie. When some air is saturated, then it starts to rise. Lapse rates are how fast the parcel's gonna fly. At a certain point, a cloud is gonna start to form. Before I get too far ahead, let's talk about some basic terms. When a parcel ain't as dense as all the air around it, it'll become buoyant, so it is no longer grounded. If you know that, then you should know about the ELR. Temperature decreases as the height starts getting far. Now please listen close if you have the ability. I'm gonna tell you all about some ATM stability.
Wait, Mr. Teacher, I think this one I know. Environmental lapse rate is what causes this, yo. When the ELR is less than saturated, it's stable.
Yeah, you're right.
And when it's more, it's called unstable. When ELR is between moist and dry, in additional, have you know that stability is conditional?
Oh, and of course, don't forget about the section. You simply must remember the level of free convection. That's the level the parcel must go rise on its own. Do you get that? Alright kids, weather, climate, get on. Alright kids, I'ma teach you about some saturation, humidity, and lapse rates into your education. Humidity is water vapor chilling in the sky, and saturation's when it's filled up, I cannot lie. When some air is saturated, then it starts to rise. Lapse rates are how fast the parcel's gonna fly. At a certain point, a cloud is gonna start to form. Now we covered all of it, so go back to your home. Shout out Cooperman,
Keeping it real all semester, even to the El Nino and La Nina.
that ain't seasonal.
Either go, weather professor. Whether the weather is hot, or whether the weather is cold, or whether we like it or not.
I don't know what he just said.
We have this H2O.
That's the abbreviation of water.
Peace.
I'm sorry, did you guys say something?